create a shield, put our privacy on track, respecting boundaries, keeping secrets locked tight, data in our hands. We decide what's wrong or right, data protection. Oh, let it flow. Keep our information in control. Don't keep our logs devotion. Safeguard our privacy with strong encryption. Secure my data. Keep
All
it
right.
private and safe.
Confirm if you can hear me.
Digital world, let's maintain the peace. Encryption firewalls, protect the information. Data privacy, the key to our liberation.
Okay. Welcome back. I already have people. It seems they've been waiting for me. We already have people
Let's create a shield,
watching. Okay, that's fine. Welcome back.
respecting boundaries,
My name is Ben Ugoja.
locked tight.
I welcome everyone watching us live from Nigeria. I can see people watching from Australia and the United Kingdom. Okay, and those that will join us after now. And today we'll be looking at something very important about your privacy and also about my privacy. That is a concern and has been a concern for many years. Okay, now the word is free isn't free actually. Yes, it's free, but it is not free. So in this section, I'm going to be showing you how and how they make money from the free things they give to you. Of course, you are not aware that you have an app on your device that is worth billions of dollars. The app is worth billions of dollars. All right. So many are not aware about what we are talking about, but after today, we are going to open your eyes to see and understand how things work in cyberspace. Okay, so the essence of this is to let you know that you are a product that is being sold somewhere. You as a person, physical person, you have a digital representative that has a value. Of course, if they ask you what is your value physically, how much can a company pay for you, just to buy you how everything about you, you would say that there will not be an amount of money that would equate your value physically. But in cyberspace, you have a value. You have a value, yes. And I'm going to be showing you your value as we proceed. All right. If you have questions, feel free to comment. Do not call in, just send a comment. I'm going to see the comment and okay. Jennifer say what is that? Johnson Chinwendu says we can hear you. Thank you very much, Johnson chatting from Facebook. All right, that's fine. That's fine. Let's make progress. Okay, free isn't free. Yes, it is not free, and we are going to show you how shortly. Okay, now, so did you know that your likes on social media platforms, your shares, your comments, private chats are worth more than an economy of a nation? Talking about trillions of dollars. That is exactly what big coins are leveraging on to make money, and that is why they can give you things for free. Now, have you wondered why an organization like Facebook would say use our platform with all these features for free, There are other platforms that are not free. Social media, they are not free, but there are some of them that will give you everything they have for free. So today we'll be taking a deep dive into how these platforms collect your personal data, how they track your behavior, your online activity, and turn it into money. Okay, now understand that you are being watched. Even as I'm live right now, I'm being watched. Okay, and if you just watch this video, the next time you will have me online, even without you connecting, you will see this video. Data is equals dollars. Dollars. Okay, so the privacy you've been assured probably might not be a lie, but we'll get to find out at the end. Just for you to understand that free isn't free. Now, who is paying? If it is not free, who is paying? Who is paying? You are paying. And what is the price? Your privacy. You are paying with your privacy. So if there is no product, then you are the product. If you are not paying for a product, then you are a product. Nothing is free. Now, how would a company like Meta or any other company set up such a big infrastructure just to give you that for free? That's not a charity home or a non-governmental organization that help people connect. So they're actually making money because they have staff, they pay for other services and all that. So if they are doing that, means they are making money. Then how do they make this money? Now, they are leveraging on a lot of things to be able to make money. The first thing is that people love free things. You see, this video is free. Once I place a price tag on it, now most people will watch. So people love free things, and that is why we are doing it for free. Okay, that's the same tactics, the same technique these guys are using. They know you love free things. Once it is free, you definitely subscribe. You see that? So they are not charity organizations. They are trillion-dollar businesses. Go and check out their earnings per year. They have real business model on how to make money on a daily basis. They generate billions from ads powered by your data. All it means is that without your data, they will not make money. In fact, without your data, ads will not work, will not function properly. So today I'm going to be showing you, number one, what kind of data they collect. Okay, so now I've displayed on the screen that the price is privacy. Now let's see what is privacy before I begin to break down what they collect. Now, privacy is a right. It's your right, okay, to control how your personal information is being collected, used, or shared. But you are using this, you are paying for something you enjoy with your privacy. Do you understand that? Okay, so if actually you value your privacy, that means there are some other things you will not enjoy. So you can't eat your cake and still have it. It's quite a simple ideology. Okay, so we're going to be looking at what they collect. Okay, what do they collect? Since it's your right, there are regulations that govern some of these things, and we're going to be talking about those regulations, those laws, the countries they apply, and the rest of them. So the first thing they collect from you is your location. Your location. Now, your GPS must not be activated or powered on. Most tracking beacons, tracking codes do not require your GPS to be on before it can collect your location. Only signal is enough to get your location. Okay, now someone asked me, what if I don't use a smartphone? Will they be able to track my location? The answer is yes, 100%. 100%. Okay, as far as there's a network connected to that device, there's 100% possibility of getting your location. Now, how does it work? The phone has a signal. Using the cell two are connected. Now, recently, FCC fined telecommunication companies for selling location data to data brokers. Data brokers are people who sell data. Okay, they buy data and they sell data. Now, telecommunication companies like MTN, Airtel, Verizon, Globe, you understand? In the US, they were fined for selling people's location. So now the location there, whether you are using a Nokia 3310, whether you are using a what's it called, Nokia 105, that does not connect to the internet, doesn't really matter. Your location still can be tracked. Okay, that is very bad. So they get your location and they sell your location. So wherever you find yourself, the internet knows where you are. Now, number two, what is being tracked? What you say. What you say. What you say. Now, if you always sing, for example, don't be surprised that when you go online, whether on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, you would find ads related to music. You see something like keyboard training, AI apps that could turn your voice into a song with instruments like that. Now, how did they know? You were just discussing, you had no internet connected. It means your phone listens to you. Alright? Your phone listens to you, whatever you say, and then your phone knows what you want. You understand? Now, number three, they collect who you talk to. If, for example, I always talk to clients, I talk to trainees, I talk to professionals, I talk to politicians, I talk to security, law enforcement. These are the people I talk to. Now, what it means is that if the big cause want to target people in my category, do you understand? They will only request for data of people aligned to that interest. So, who you talk to? Do you talk to mostly footballers? Then if an ad that has to do with football comes in, you'll be targeted. Now the thing is, these people placing these ads pay money for your data. That is, they want their ad to get to you, so they pay these companies, and that is how they trade you in cyberspace. You see that? They also collect what time you wake up, how often you use certain words. Like people who pray a lot, okay? People who pray, whether you're Muslim, you're a Christian, and you pray. How often you use certain words. If you're a religious person, the internet knows. The internet will always show you something that has to do with religion. You'll always see people preaching, see people praying, see people talking about religious things and all that. So it collects also what you buy. What you buy, what you search for, what you wish to buy, what you almost bought. Now, you almost paid for it, but it was not successful. Now, just give the internet 5 seconds. Find your way anywhere to any platform in social media. You will see loads, thousands of those same products flooding your screen just to make that purchase. It's as fast as that. So they collect everything about your behavior, everything about your emotions, and build a digital version of you. And when that is done, you become a product. You see, it's very simple. So we're going to be looking at all right, I can see Malaki watching us from Canada. All right, Malaki, don't worry, we will attend to that question. I've seen it, we will attend to it. So now look at this. Your privacy wasn't stolen. You gave it away for a few likes and pleasure. They did not steal it from you. Okay, you want to go to court or sue them, fine, but they did not force you to give it to them. Just like I said, you cannot eat your cake and still have it. Okay, all right. So we're going to look at how you contributed to this infringement. So if you have questions, drop your questions in the comment section, and we're going to pick that up and attend to them as we make progress. We'll not spend much time, just some few minutes, and we'll be done. So how much are you worth? Okay, now this depends on your profile. One, this depends on your friends. Two, it depends on how often you visit the social media. If you're always connected, you're a person of a high value. That is, before an advert that could get to you, the platform would charge the company something higher compared to when charging to people who do not visit the internet often. So they get paid only when people see that advert. So if you visit the internet, if you are a good netizen, you're always online, it means you have a good value. Okay, and you are highly valued. You can, if you walk up to any of them and say, okay, I want to leave social media, delete my account everywhere, they will not be happy to do that because they know they are losing money. All right, so you are highly valued if you have lots of friends. Okay, now if you look at the targeting system or how the technique works for the algorithm, now it's something like target politicians and their friends, politicians and their family friends. So you are a branch or a link to a particular data or gold mine. You see that? So how much links, connections or networks you have determine your value or your worth. You see that? There, number US, for example, you get to pay more money. You get to pay more money. If you target people in countries like Gabon, in countries like Cameroon, Kenya, you don't really pay much. See the difference? Your location actually matters. You get to pay more when you target people not close to where you are. Okay, I'm seeing a question here. It says you said you gave it for free. How? Yes, you bought a spy phone with your money. Okay, you subscribe to the internet with your money, and then you registered on that platform with your time. You accessed all the data and spent all the time scrolling, liking, commenting, thereby transferring your behavior, emotions, everything about you to their database. So you are feeding the beast every day. You are feeding the beast every day. It's as bad as that. Okay? Now, these guys are afraid of something. That this will shock you. Yes, they are afraid of something. They fear an informed user, someone who understands the value of their data. Okay? They fear people who ask questions, people who read terms and conditions, who demand deletions and use tools. Okay? Yes, they are afraid because they know that there's something wrong. They are afraid. And once you are aware, that is knowledge. Okay? But freedom is taking action even after you are aware. So you should be able to take action even before the end of this video. Start working on your privacy. They know much about you. If you use Facebook, try to locate the preference, Facebook/ads/preferences, you will find all connected interests or targets to your account. What it means is that if there's any target, if they are targeting people in that category, you are there. You didn't choose that category. Okay, because they have your data, the algorithm connected you to a particular category. I'm still going to call that of Google. In Google, there is a subdomain, myactivity.google.com. If you go there, you should be able to find you should be able to find all the places you have visited, everything you have done. You find them there. All your activities as far as you use the device. Every activity, when you woke up, your location at a particular point in time, you will find them there. Okay, that is for. Now I want to show you something very, very important quickly, and before I do that, if you have questions, please ask. And we're going to look at the legal implication of legal implication of what we are doing. Okay, so I've talked about the data sharing by telecoms. Okay, and we're going to go into what you should do immediately to protect your privacy. The first thing you should do is to one, check app permissions on your device. Try to know what applications are doing, what data they collect on your device. It's very, very important. Try to know what they collect. Okay, so I think that's the first one. Check app permission. So review which apps have access to your device data and features like locations, camera, contacts, and the rest of them. So the truth is that Alexander would request for your location. Okay, now please go back and revisit all these apps to make sure the permission will only be granted only when the app is being used. It's very, very important, because once you grant the app that permission, that one-time permission, it remains there. It gains full access to that device. You get it? It gains full access to that device. So always go back to check these permissions. We have applications, we have tools that can help you keep track of permissions, apps that have access to some sensitive permissions like locations. You have apps that can take your pictures, apps that have access to your microphone so it listens to what you are saying. We have apps that can that have access to your device. Okay, if you have recordings, you have pictures, these apps can exfiltrate. They can upload what you have on your drive straight to the database of the owner of that app. You see that? Okay, so what you should do also, number 2, always read terms and conditions. So it shows how the app collects your data, how it uses it, how it protects your information, and how it's being stored. Now, if most people do not read terms and conditions, okay, maybe because there are times they are bulky, but you should read. If they are bulky, it means that organization is trying to hide something. But take your time to read terms and conditions. You definitely know what and what. Many of them would tell you that they would retain your data for a so and so time. Now, in the terms, they could also say that they would transfer your data to a third party, that they could also sell your data, or they could use your data for third party marketing. If you didn't read all this and eventually they use all your data, you can't sue them. Okay, even if you sue them, you never win. Many of them would say they would use your data to train AI models. That is what is ongoing right now. They would use your data to train AI models. So be very, very conscious about that when you read that. Be very, very conscious to read. So try to find out what it collects, okay, how it collects it, the mechanisms or technologies in place to protect your information when they collect it. Now, how they store it, and then retention period. Do you understand? So how long they are going to keep that data, which is very, very important. Just like I said, if you have questions, drop your questions. I will respond to them. Even after this video, you're free to drop your questions. I am going to respond to them, provide you with answers, whether on a live video or I would send them directly to you. All right, I'm going to show you something very, very important, and that would be at the end of this video. I'm going to perform a particular task, very important one. So we're going to check out some permissions on probably some dating apps or any other social media application. Now let's see how it works. Let's see how it works. Okay, so just let me load up some applications right now. I'm going to share my screen.
We decide what's wrong or right. Data protection. Oh, let it flow.
I'm going to share my screen.
Our information in control.
Okay.
Keep our routes devotion. Safeguard our privacy. Strong encryption.
All right. I believe you can see that.
Secure my data.
All right. So you can see what I have here. This is a dating app. This is an application. Okay, and we have 5 trackers, and then we have 43 permissions. Now, what it means is that this app would request for 43 permissions to function. Now, what would a dating app do with 43 permissions on one device? It has 5 trackers. Okay, let's now look at what it does. Now, analytics is fine, crash reporting is fine. Then we have adverts from Snapchat. Okay, they are doing business, so they have to also send you adverts. But look at the permissions. What permissions do they have? Okay, so they can take pictures and videos. They can run in the background. This is key. They can run in the background. Okay, and they have full access to internet. Many of you complain about data depletion. You have apps that connect to the internet even when you're not using them. So once they are connecting, exfiltrating data, your data is being used. All right, so they can modify audio settings. You see that they have access to read external storage. Okay, like your the device memory card and the rest. So they can record audio. They can use your fingerprints. They have access to your fingerprint. You see that? Okay, so now you can see also other permissions being granted to this app. 43 of them. So it has right permissions to. Now this is dating app. All right, I'm just going to show you another. Then
We decide what's wrong or right. Data protection. Oh, let it flow.
now if you look at this,
Our information
look at this. This is 7 trackers, 37 permissions. 5 trackers, 43 permissions. This is 6 trackers, 30 permissions. Now all these permissions means they will request for permission for an access to a service that may infringe on your privacy. Very, very important. Very, very important. So you need to be careful. You need to be careful the kind of permission you grant applications, and you need to also check them from time to time to make sure you are not granting access to sensitive files. Okay, all right. Now most people we've had complaints about people getting blackmailed because their nude pictures got into the hands of the wrong persons. It's just how it happens. All right, now second step, you have to take opt out of targeted ads. Okay, now this will prevent advertisers from displaying ads that are tailored to your specific interest, behavior, or online activity. You actually opt out. Go to the platform you use. You definitely go to the privacy settings. You definitely find a way to opt out of targeted ads. All right, we have that on Facebook, we have that on Instagram, we have that on Google, we have that on TikTok. Now learn about your rights. Before data is collected, a data subject has a right to know how it is collected, processed, stored, and for what purpose. So if someone is collecting your data, there should be a legal backing, there should be a purpose for collection. You don't just collect people's data. I think we're running out of time, and we'll be rounding off in 3 minutes. If you have questions, feel free to drop your questions. All right. So we have different regulations like the NDPR, GDPR, CCPA, and the rest of them. So what they actually say, who is collecting the data? That is the identity of the organization. So if they are transferring it to another person, you should also know who they are transferring it to. Not just telling you that they will transfer to third parties. Who are these third parties? You need to know who and who will be making use of your data. Then why are they collecting that data, and why are they transferring the data? Now, this is what the law says, and this is your right. You should be able to have this information even before they collect your data. Now, what type of data is being collected and which will be transferred to a third party if there is any? Now, for how long will they retain this data? Very, very important. How will they store the data? How will they protect your data? You need to have, it is your right, okay? If you don't know your right, of course. Now, under NDPR 2023, section 31, a data controller or processor shall not process personal data except the data subject has given freely. Meaning you have given freely. Okay? You have given freely. You have given your location for free. You have given your pictures for free. You have given your voice for free. Pictures are used to train AI models. Voice are used to train AI models. You have given your gesture for free, your emotions, everything about you. In fact, the internet knows when you are stressed up. Internet knows when you are depressed. Internet knows when you broke up with your spouse, your lover, or whatever. They are aware. If you divorce now, internet knows. Alright? So you gave out those information for free. Okay? And you cannot eat your cake and still have it. Alright.
Safeguard our privacy with strong encryption.
To locate the app section and find permission, you should be able to locate that permission section where you can check for permission. Okay, or you can download this app, Intercept by Sophos. Sophos is one of our partners. Download the app and you'll be able to see all the permissions you have granted your applications. All right, we are spent all our time and we would like to go because we have other things to do. All right, if you have questions, drop them. This is just part 1 of data privacy. Tomorrow we're having part 2, and on Thursday we're coming up with something mind-blowing: how to hack elections using data. It's mind-blowing. Okay, we'll show you how to do that and give you all the tips involved. Election is fast approaching. Tell all the politicians you know. Okay, that's a new rigging technique in town. Alright, thank you for joining me. I'm Ben Ugweja, lead consultant Cybergon Cybersecurity. Make sure you join us tomorrow, same time. And if you have not subscribed, let us subscribe so you could get notifications on when we go live. Alright, we have breaking news that Cyber's trading platform has been having some issues, whether it was hacked or crashed. Alright, find out, go online and check for yourself. Remember, stay safe, don't sell everything about you for free. Thank you for joining me.